Angeles are about to get a little
taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Look at the 76ers starting group. They've got Ben Simmons. Harris is out there with Howard. And it's Green, and it's Curry in at the shooting guard position. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3 slot.
You look at Ben Simmons, and it's easy to compare him somewhat to LeBron James because he's a walking triple-double threat every game, and quite honestly, I think he's only going to get better, especially if he adds a jump shot.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Lopez dishes to Antetokounmpo. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. 5 to shoot. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Lopez, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster. And I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. So I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting after it.
So it's the Bucks now after the Sixers pick up 2. Lopez in close, and that's good off the glass that time.
And amidst the tall timber, he's right at home, extremely comfortable. Lopez getting it done.
Simmons feeling it out a bit. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
With the fadeaway. Ball's knocked loose, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
Now Simmons, he's coming off a 13-point game against Milwaukee. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here's Howard, and it's slammed in by Howard.
Well, Simmons has what I call see-ahead vision. I mean, he sees a play ahead, and he's a great passer.
Giannis passes to Lopez. Back to Giannis. Lopez right side over Howard. Lopez, no luck. The 76ers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Back to Harris. Lopez with the steal. Howard against DiVincenzo. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
And they lost a close one last time they saw each other. And you have to think that it was the foul trouble that really...
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And Giannis is a beast, the Greek freak, a dominant player on the offensive end.
And Simmons kicks to Howard. Curry on the wing. Howard trying to free himself up. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And now Curry running the floor all by himself. Finished off the break. Curry's got 6.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Middleton the pass to Lopez. Great D that time from Howard.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Curry finds Howard. Outside for Curry. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Curry can't get it to go.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Middleton dishes to Lopez. From 11 feet away, Milwaukee. No good that time either. One-on-one here. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's Maxey. 4 seconds left, and he lays it up and in.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And so it's Philadelphia up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter.
I think the most important lesson that I got.
All part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the 76ers.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. They've got Chris Middleton. Portis is out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Forbes in at the point. Middleton finds Portis. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Portis has got it back down to within single digits for the Bucks. Here's Max. And the shot is good.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
We played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. And Portis throws it down.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide-open man and dropping the dime.
Matisse Thybulle checked in for Philadelphia. The Bucks shooting their first free throw of the contest. Free throw good, Portis. No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I'd go first because this guy,
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Knocked away. Stolen by Tucker, and they're moving it up. The finish. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Continuing to improve as a passer. Bryn Forbes impressing as a distributor there.
And that corner three, a cornerstone of P.J. Tucker's game. Takes and makes them as much as anybody in the league.
And Greg, how about this little factoid? Back at the University of Texas, he only shot 4 triples in 3 seasons. Floor spacing was not a part of his game. It was about getting that thing in the paint. But to his credit, and it's an example for all young players, through hard work, that short corner has become his bread and butter shot. Talk about a total transformation from no threes to being a dead-eye corner 3 shooter.
Portis. That shot off the mark. Now the 76ers take it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
And you know what? If you're not going to outwork your opposition, then you typically are going to get outplayed.
Here's the teardrop. And that one's good. Maxi's got 6.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Middleton inside the three-point line. And again, the Bucks miss. Philadelphia leading by 7. Takes the 13-footer. And it's Connaughton with the rebound. The Bucks have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Beyond the arc. And again, the Bucks miss. And it's Bradley with the ball for the 76ers. They host the Kings after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Thibault, the pass to Bradley. On the wing, Milton. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Maxey. Rebound, Milwaukee. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Boy, Tucker ever unselfish in how he goes about his game. Nice job finding his teammate there.
Pass to Maxey. Back to Milton. The pass to Maxey. 76ers moving the ball around. Scott kicks to Thibault. The 76ers need to get off a shot. The 76ers again can't hit it.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Here's Forbes. Portis can't get it to go. The 76ers leading by 5. Here's Thibault. And it's Connaughton with the rebound. Connaughton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Out left to the wing. Here is Forbes. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Middleton inside the three-point line. Off target from the wing. Here's Milton. No good on the last second attempt there. And that'll do it for the... Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to... And this talented 76ers team, they are loaded in their starting five. Shaq, how long? And that does it for our...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Bobby Portis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Tobias Harris is out there with Howard. Then it's Curry. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Green in at the small forward.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the board, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
DiVincenzo passes to Lopez.
So active on this end of the floor. Love watching Howard use his wingspan to bother scorers.
Passes it to Harris. Back to Green. Pass to Simmons. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Brook Lopez. These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And I think it's clear he's gotten better in that department since last season. I mean, he looks a lot more comfortable at the line now, and he's getting better results.
For three, Middleton. That shot misses. Now the 76ers take it the other way.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
And GA Chris Middleton over his career much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. And I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo has some major hops. At almost 7 feet tall, he makes it look effortless.
And here is Simmons. 10 points for him. Curry finds Green. Back to Curry. Now here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And, you know, this is why Simmons is an all-star caliber player, guys, because he has the ability to dominate games.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Giannis. Simmons pulls it in.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Fader on the way. They kick it out to Green. Off target from outside. Bucks trail by 9. It's stolen by Curry. And now Philadelphia on the break. Howard can't hit.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
And stolen by Howard. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Middleton.
You could see Lopez tracking that shot the whole way. Nice awareness from him and a terrific rejection as well.
And so Simmons will bring it up for the 76ers. Tipped away and stolen by DiVincenzo. There's the lob into the Kumbo. And so Milwaukee again turning it over. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. Then for the 76ers, Korkmaz comes in for Green. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Seth Curry. On the wing, Harris to the inside. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
Lopez passes to DiVincenzo. Here's Connaughton. Back to DiVincenzo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Nice awareness from the young forward. Giannis Antetokounmpo showing he wants to work it to his guys.
Bobby Portis is checked in for the Bucks. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Then for the 76ers, Tony Bradley's checked in for Howard. Shake Milton comes in for Tobias Harris. And Maxey subbed in for Simmons. Now, here's Maxey, guarded by Holiday. Now, here's Maxey. Pass to Thybulle. Tries a 3. The shot will not fall. Bucks trail by 6. Back to Tucker. Over Maxey. Portis, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
And Philadelphia calls time here. And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And the 76ers also making a change. Poirier's checked in. Ball's knocked loose. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. No good on that one. And the 76ers go the other way with it. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Milton banked in off the glass.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Portis, the pass to Holiday. He's looking for Portis and finds him. And it's good, 2 points. Portis has got 13.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
And they're running. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Forbes.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Here's Poirier. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. 76ers lead by 2. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Bobby Portis out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Holiday. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Connaughton in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
And when you think of Howard, defense and rebounding immediately comes to mind. I mean, he knows his role and plays it pretty well.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Fades back. Outside Holiday. DiVincenzo passes to Portis. Rebound by the 76ers. Howard's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Milton kicks to Korkmaz. Drilled from 11 feet out. Bucks trail by 5. The pass to Holiday. Back to Giannis. And it's sent back by Howard.
Get that weak stuff out of here around Howard. Return to sender is what he stamped that one with.
Milwaukee, another fast break opportunity here.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
On the wing, Milton. Down low. No good from Howard. Bucks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
And the 76ers call time here. A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Poirier's checked in. Harris comes in for Korkmaz. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Shake Milton. And it's Ben Simmons in for Maxey. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. He knows this has been a hard-fought game, and he wanted his guys to just sit down and catch their breath. He said, look, we're right in the game, guys. Let's make a little push here. Let's come out with some bite. Kevin?
To the inside. And Lopez throws it down.
Putting that stanchion to the test, the big fella. Banging it down.
On the wing, Green. The rebound by the Bucks. High post Lopez. Holiday looking for an opening. And Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo. Feeds it to Lopez.
Boy, looking to add to his highlight reel that time, the big fella. Lopez showing you a little extra athletic ability for a big guy.
Simmons, good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Cool as they come, Ben Simmons loves taking these big shots.
On the wing, Holiday. Passes it to Antetokounmpo. The Bucks working the ball around. Shot's good by Middleton.
You can really see Middleton now starting to emerge as a leader for this team. Whenever they're looking for an important basket, he provides it.
Here's Simmons. Out to Harris. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 4th assist in this one.
That's a big-time bucket from Harris. I mean, so cool, confident, and composed in these big moments. He's made for them.
Back to Forbes. Fades. No good off the back of the rim.
That's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit. Maybe lost concentration, too.
Elbow shot. No good on that one.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there. And neither can he.
And Giannis throws it down.
Well, I tell you, the future of the Greek Freak is extremely bright. I mean, he really has shown the ability to deliver in important spots of game.
Outside, Simmons. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, got to stay down on the pump fake. You've heard me say it multiple times, guys. When Simmons gets you in the air, the rest of it is easy for him.
And the Bucks making a change here. DiVincenzo's checked in. Howard's checked in for Philadelphia. So we can't get either to fall. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Back to Antetokounmpo. The shot by Middleton. Wide open. That 3 off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
To the paint. Here's Simmons. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. That one is on Holiday.
Gotta admire the hard work of Simmons. A genius at drawing contact.
Both good from the line that time.
And nice work at the line. I mean, when the game's this close, you have got to cash in on those opportunities.
41 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And they double up Simmons. Outside, Green takes a 3. Laces one from 3.
Exactly what Green is known for. A terrific three-point shooter. Continues to do damage from out there.
Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Pass to DiVincenzo. Lopez against Harris. Middleton the pass to Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Antetokounmpo. And it's sent back by Howard. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. The putback. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 3-point game.
Absolutely massive free throws. That'll force them into a 3-point attempt.
Timeout called, the Bucks. They're behind by 3. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And only one choice here. They need a 3. I'm sure he's going to sub in all of his best shooters. Under 2 seconds remaining. It has to be a catch-and-shoot 3 if they hope to tie it.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Ben Simmons.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for Clark.
A2K.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. DA, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Ben Simmons is out there with Seth Curry. Then there's Tobias Harris. Then there's Howard. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Hawks, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Collins is out there with Tony Snell. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. Now here is Harris. I feel like we always see a little more energy from teams, Brent, after All-Star Weekend. Seems like that's a much-needed break at this time of the year for a lot of guys.
Yeah, no question about just the mental reset and how important that is for guys to reflect a little bit, Kevin. We don't talk about that a lot, but to be able to go back and kind of retool yourself and what you can do individually to contribute to what you know the team might be missing, that's a huge help for a coaching staff.
Here's Philadelphia. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
Yeah, drawing fouls is tough, but the important part about that is when you get to the free throw line, you've got to turn those into points, and it might have cost them in that last ball game missing all those chippies.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
And how about the slashing ability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive mentality.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Young against Simmons. Young, no good. Here's Philadelphia.
And I think for years to come, you're going to be talking about the draft that Trae Young was involved in as the picks got swapped. One franchise getting their guy, and this team finding Trae Young. And he's been a blessing for where they need to go.
Collins kicks to Young. The Hawks working the ball around. Capella, the pass to Herter. Young with no one around. No good on the 3.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Brent, you know the Hawks believed in Trae Young on draft day, then made the trade for him and gave him a chance at Doncic.
Well, I don't look at it like that, Kevin. I look at it like Atlanta got their guy. It's not about who else was on the board. It's the fact that they could get their #1 choice, and that was Trae Young.
Here's Curry after Clint Capella's bucket. Simmons passes to Howard. Young against Harris. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Green. And a miss there on the triple. The Hawks trail by 4. Bobbed up there for Collins. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Man, so impressive. Collins way up for that one.
Simmons passes to Howard. And Curry has it in the corner. Good on the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Herter. He's coming off a 10-point game against Oklahoma City.
Yeah, but there's always this point you got to look at where did he also impact the game. It was on the rebounding end of the floor. A tremendous performance there.
Kicks it out to Collins. Pass to Snell. Here's Herter. Offline with his 3. Philadelphia leading by 5. Curry passes to Howard. And now here comes Young leading the break. And the pass to Collins. And the shot goes down.
Confidence there shown by John Collins. Gotta like watching him go right up for the shot.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Outside Curry. And the wide open shot from Green. And it's off from 3-point range. The Hawks have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Snell finds Capella. Collins with it. Pass to Herter.
That's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Howard can't hit.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
And Herter gets it to go. And that'll tie this game up.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
Right side Curry. Harris outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to tie game in Atlanta. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons.
For me, it comes with blocking criticism from people.
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got Bradley. Actually out there with Shake Milton. Then there's Scott, and it's Korkmaz in at the 3 slot. The Hawks trail by 4.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
And Okongwu slams it in.
Big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
And with Korkmaz standing 6'7", Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rondo. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Shake Milton. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Korkmaz kicks to Thybulle. 6 to shoot. Here's Scott, and he banks in the layup. Scott's got his first points of the game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Mays passes to Bogdanovich. Collins dishes to Rondo. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Hawks have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And the technical free throw is good. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning. And your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Thybulle, the pass to Bradley, and it's blocked. Now Rondo, his last outing, he had 8 points. Cloak loose. It's stolen by Bradley. Scott inside. He's guarded by Collins. The 8-footer. And he can't bank that one in. And now here comes Okongwu leading the break. pass to Rondo. Okongwu kicks to Bogdanovich. Collins wide open. He fires. No good with the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Korkmaz. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. And so it's Gallinari with it. They'll bring it up for the Hawks. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Well, they came into that game looking to be physical, looking to control the boards, and they succeeded.
Well, the last time it was about feeding off of the glass and getting rebounds to ignite the offense, and that came up big for them. Great opportunities to get out and run.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta. Trae Young comes in for Rajon Rondo. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for the 76ers. Maxey passes to Thibault, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And the scoring is one thing, but Young's ability to set his teammates up just as important.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And Simmons kicks to Thibault. Back to Simmons. Pass to Maxey. Clock at 6. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut to just 1 on the basket from Simmons. Simmons got 8 points.
I admire Simmons' ability inside. That's where he's an elite finisher.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Now the pass to Capella. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Young from outside gets it to go from beyond the arc. Young's got the lead up to 4 now for the Hawks.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
Maxey, no good. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Back to Bogdanovich. He kicks to Young. Capella against Bradley. It's Gallinari on top of the key. Young, good look, and good. Got the English that time as it falls. Young's got his second bucket of the game to go. Simmons passes to Maxey. Inside. Gallinari with the steal. Pass break here. Here come the Hawks. Here's Young. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. And it's an 8-point Hawks lead.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. Their biggest deficit was 6 points in the opening period. They showed a lot of improvement. And that...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. We've seen Simmons really having a great game.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Here's Young. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Young and Herder make up the back. Tony Snell is out there with Collins, and it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Here's Harris, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Bounce pass Young. Herder, and he comes up with the deuce. Herder's got the lead, back up to 8 now for Atlanta.
Known for being a scorer, Herder is good at staying active and then looking to capitalize inside.
Outside, Green. The 3. Rebounded by the Hawks.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
From deep, Collins. That one's not going to go. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. They host the Kings after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, that's good signs.
Herter passes to Capella. Back to Herter. From deep. Not going to go that time.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Dwight Howard. And stolen by Harris. Here's Simmons. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Young looking around. And it's sent back by Howard.
Well, that reach of Dwight Howard's is so impressive. A dominant shot blocker and a tremendous athlete.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Break in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that field, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
It's Howard with the drive. And the layup's good off the glass.
A soft touch there from Dwight, gifted at measuring those interior shots.
Rondo scanning the floor. And Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. To the middle. In the corner. Herter with it. The Hawks working the ball around. Here's Snell. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Gallinari at that size can do a little bit of everything, and I like to see him dishing the rock.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Bradley's checked in for Howard. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Tobias Harris. And Maxey subbed in for Curry.
And going back to when he turned pro at just 16 years of age, Gallinari has proven to be one of the best players ever from Italy.
You think about his final year in Milano and just how highly efficient he was, first in the league's ratings overall. 6th pick going from Italy to New York City, and the fans had no idea what they were getting, but Gallinari eventually dealt in the Carmelo deal, and his career, although it's been multiple stops, has been pretty exemplary.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Right side, Rondo. He's made one and missed one so far in the game. He misses the free throw.
Yeah, when Rondo gets motivated, and we've seen that now for a good stretch, he's as valuable as it gets.
The 76ers making a switch here. Korkmaz is checked in. The 76ers trail by 5. And here's Maxey. Thybulle, the pass to Maxey. Kicks it out to Bradley. Here's Korkmaz. 5 to shoot. Here's Milton. Tries it from 19. The offensive rebound. Bradley. Thybulle on the wing. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Hawks leading by 5. Gallinari outside. Back to Snell. Pass to Gallinari. Here's Okongwu. Bradley with some nice D. And it's Bradley with the ball for the 76ers. Here's Thibault. Goes back up. Over to the left wing. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. A three-pointer, no good. Second shot opportunity. Milton's shot is good. Milton's got 6 points. 5 seconds left in the third. And Okongwu slams it in.
Now you can't leave someone open around Rondo. He'll find them.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Hawks lead by 5. And we're coming. Head coach Nate McMillan is mic'd up along the sidelines.
We missed a couple early shots.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Shake Milton is out there with Simmons. Then there's Howard. Then it's Green, and it's Korkmaz in at the 4 slot.
And Howard puts these dunks away so easily, especially when he's that deep in the paint. As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
A shot by Milton, no good. Atlanta leading by 3. Here's Herter, guarded by Simmons. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Nice body control there by Gallo. He gets bodied up a little bit and executes that finish flawlessly.
Down low, Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Puts up a 3. Feeds to Okongwu. And the foul called on Korkmaz. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the 76ers. Tobias Harris is checked in for Furkan Korkmaz. And it's Seth Curry in for Shake Milton. Back to Rondo. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Harris. The 76ers trail by 3. And it's Simmons penetrating. And Simmons slams it in.
A hard worker who really ferociously strives to improve. Simmons tonight has been unstoppable at the offensive end.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. John Cowens comes in for Gallinari. Tony Snell's checked in for Hill. Young is subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to hear Nate McMillan talk to his team during the break. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open 3, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
Here's Howard. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Simmons dishes to Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
And passes like that demonstrate the winning mindset Simmons has. A guy that wants to get his team involved.
Young against Simmons. Left side Collins. Launches it. And no good. So Philadelphia will take it the other way.
There's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. Out to the right wing. Passes it to Herter. Here's Snell. Curry with the steal. Here's Harris. And Simmons kicks to Harris. They kick it out to Green. Shot clock at 6. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Young, right side. Lob pass to Capella. It's stolen by Harris. Howard, the pass to Curry. And it's blocked.
about that. That's a big boost defensively if Herder can get in there and block shots and intimidate in some way.
Yes, that goes in. Young's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Trae Young stepping up and delivering in a big-time moment.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Goes up, throws down the breakaway jam.
Herder very comfortable taking that big shot.
And so here is Philadelphia. Harris kicks to Curry. Young with the steal. And pushing it up Atlanta. The Hawks again in transition. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Ben Simmons.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Already impressing at a young age, Kevin Herter's dead-eye accuracy from deep, combined with being a fearless competitor going inside. It's going to pay some dividends throughout his career.
And there's the call on Kevin Herter. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Simmons. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 16 points for Ben Simmons.
Yeah, just great. Whenever Simmons takes over a possession like that, what a killer instinct.
Here's Capella. Good D by Howard. And it's Harris with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Trailing by 4.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
To the wing right side. Right side, Collins. Back to Young. In the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate.
And the Hawks making a change here. Gallinari's checked in. Simmons dishes to Howard. They kick it out to Green. Kicked away. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Back to Gallinari. And that's an intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
You know, the Gallinari nickname, Gallo, did you know that's Italian for rooster? Look it up. It's fact. Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
And it's Simmons penetrating. Rebound by the Hawks. It's Young on the wing. And so the Hawks take the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up. Before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Hey, Kevin. Well,
it does indeed. Thanks, David. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. They've got Howard. Curry is out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Green and it's Harris in at the 4 slot. And for Brooklyn, Kyrie Irving is out there with Landry Shamet. Then it's Joe Harris. Then it's Jordan. And it's KD in at the 4 spot. And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. Irving misses. Bobbed up there for Howard. An emphatic alley-oop jam. And as we come down the home stretch, some teams in position for the playoffs. How do you prepare for those young players who haven't been there yet, are wide-eyed and learning as they go?
You know, I'm not sure there's any preparing for it. I mean, they're going to be expected to contribute. You've got to be prepared from the standpoint of knowing your assignments, and because there's so much more information today, that does help. But the reality is they've already given the coaching staff a reason to think they have what it takes to help them make a run.
And Howard with the second chance points. Howard's got 6 points.
If you had a question as to how Dwight Howard is up there amongst the all-time leaders in offensive rebounds, that's an example why.
Good on the shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here is Howard following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Irving against Simmons. Here's Jordan. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, that's interesting. Out in space, the defender challenging DeAndre Jordan's shot. Makes some contact, but it doesn't bother him.
Now here's Simmons. He's coming off a 13-point game against Milwaukee.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just the dominant performance on the glass.
Irving can't get it to go.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And oftentimes it's Harris spotting up. That drive may have caught the defense napping, and I really like the aggression.
Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Then for the 76ers, Tony Bradley's checked in for Howard. And it's Shake Milton in for Seth Curry.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Now here is Irving. 43 points out last game. Griffin passes to Irving. Kicks it to Durant. Fires for three. Offensive rebound.
Yeah, and no one's ever questioned the desire. Griffin using his strength and explosiveness to make good on the second chance opportunities.
Here's Simmons. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. In transition, here come the Nets. And that one's good, Shemet.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Simmons looking it over. Shemet with the steal. Jumps up. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And the call will be against Harris. That is his first foul of the game. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Durant. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Joe Harris. Brown is checked in for Landry Shamet. And it's James Harden in for Kyrie Irving. Then for the 76ers, Scotty's checked in for Tobias Harris. Korkmaz comes in for Green. And Maxey's subbed in for Ben Simmons. Now, here is Harden. He's coming off a 19-point game against Orlando.
And guys, remember, remarkable passing the ball as well. He racked up a number of good assists.
Matisse Thybulle checked in for Shake Milton. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And so he hits both. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. Trailing by 2. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this. It looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
Here's Korkmaz following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. He dishes it to Bradley. It's tipped. They retain possession. 6 to shoot. Here's Thybulle. Misses the 3. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Down kicks to Harden. His three-pointer's off the mark. For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Maxey passes to Thybulle. Trying his luck from deep. The 76ers with another miss. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And Luwawu gets it to go.
Yeah, the drive to the bucket was great, but the finger roll was even better.
And here's Bradley from 3. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Net. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Matisse Thybulle's out there with Maxey. Then there's Howard. Then there's Scott, and it's Korkmaz in at the small forward. Now, here's Maxey. He's still scoreless so far in this one. From outside the arc, that's good. And so Howard with the assist. Maxey's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the 76ers. Now, here's Brown. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. And the basket by Harden.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now, here's Scott. Howard at the elbow. It's Korkmaz in the corner. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. To the paint. Yep, it counts.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
on the wing, Scott. Here's Thibault, and Griffin sends it back. Back to Brown, outside Green. Griffin passes to Brown. Harden outside. Back to Griffin. Scott with the ball. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. To the inside. Here's Thibault. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Here's Jordan. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Jordan's got the lead up to 6 now for Brooklyn.
Okay, Kevin Durant scanning the floor, looking for opportunities, make your teammates feel good. Nice.
Out to Harris. Back to Howard. Inside, deflects the pass. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Howard. And Howard with the second chance points. Howard's got 10.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Irving. Incredible numbers looking at his scoring averages. He's currently scoring more than 28 points a game.
I'll tell you, Kevin Durant is hyped. He knows no one can stop him if the pass is perfect.
Now, here's Milton. 6-point game. From the arc. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. The shot by KD. No good.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Curry with it. He's covered by Shamet. Curry is inside. Pass to Milton. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. And it's blocked by Jordan.
Boy, the wingspan of DeAndre Jordan. This guy sends it back with a message.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Bradley's checked in for Howard. And Simmons subbed in for Matisse Thybulle. How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Now, here is Irving. And stolen by Harris. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Luwawu Cabarrot, he's checked in for the Nets. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Green's checked in.
I just love the heart of Simmons. Doesn't matter what the D throws his way. He's still able to complete the play.
Green against Irving. In the corner, it's Harris. A 3-pointer off the mark. The 76ers trail by 4. Bradley kicks to Harris. Outside, Simmons. With 2 seconds left. Off with the layup.
Great rim for...
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. Their biggest deficit was 6 points.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We have seen an exceptional performance from Dwight Howard.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Luwawu in at the shooting guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. Luwawu's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Brooklyn.
And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally this man will go down as one of the elite scorers in NBA history. That combination of size and shooting is truly something to behold.
And Simmons slams it in.
Just phenomenal timing from Simmons, leaving the ground once the pass was released and tearing that bucket apart.
Now here's Harden. He has 5. Outside, KD to the inside, kicks it out to Harden. 6 on the shot clock. It's good on the putback. And the Nets lead by 4.
It is not easy trying to keep DeAndre Jordan off the boards. His combination of length and determination so impressive.
Up top, Simmons, defended by Durant. Here's Howard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. How the passion in New York as a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons then of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence, and I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it. Just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Nobody near Irving. From outside, off the mark.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And Green gets it to go.
Well, he's got length and size. Danny Green is very comfortable operating near the cup.
It's the Nets now after the Sixers pick up 2. The pass to Claxton. Now Irving. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Come on, that is remarkable work from Kyrie. Ridiculously crafty at how he gets into the defense and draws the foul.
The Nets making a switch here. Griffin's checked in. Then for the 76ers, Tony Bradley's checked in for Howard. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Scott, and it's Shake Milton in for Danny Green. Now here's Milton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Korkmaz, no good.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Tyler Johnson, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving. Here's Claxton in the corner. Harden, pass to Green from downtown. And the Nets miss again. And it's Bradley with the ball for Philadelphia. Here's Griffin, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
And that's the trademark Griffin finish. Get in tight, elevate, and throw it down with authority. Big fella is a beast down low.
Now, here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
Harden can't hit.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Milton the pass to Thybulle. Korkmaz kicks to Milton. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And the upcoming schedule for Brooklyn. On Sunday, they'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Washington Wizards. And then on Tuesday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trail Blazers.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
And the 3 ball is good.
Well, terrific job by Tyler Johnson to do exactly what they want him to do, find his open teammates.
Simmons passes to Brantley. Here's Korkmaz. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Here's Claxton. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Now it's a 4-point Nets lead.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others. That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Got it up. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
Well, you love that Seth Curry is trying to get into the space of the shooter and make it a tough shot. That's nice.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. It's the Nets leading. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for Philadelphia to start the 4th. They've got Shake Milton. Ben Simmons is out there with Seth Curry. Then there's Bradley, and it's Harris in at the 4. To the middle, and it's Jordan with the jam.
You love the leadership of Kyrie Irving from the lead guard position. Yes, he's looking to score, but he's adept at finding the open teammate.
To the paint, got a piece of it. Bradley. There's the triple. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game. Bobbed up there for Durant.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pass to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Curry wide open, and the 3 off target. Brooklyn leading by 4. For 3, Harris. He doesn't hit that one. 76ers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. On the wing, Milton. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Jordan kicks to Harris. The shot misses. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. They host the Kings after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Harris's shot is good.
When you think of Seth Curry, you're thinking shooting. But there, what a pretty pass to find the open man.
Outside Irving. Fires top of the key. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Nets lead by 4.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And the 76ers call time here. So for the Nets, Griffin comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Luwawu Cabarro in for Landry Shamet. Then for the 76ers, Poirier's checked in. And Terrence Ferguson subbed in for Shake Milton. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. He told them, look, guys, we're running out of time. If we're going to make a move, it's got to be now. Are you guys ready to make a move? They all nodded, and he said, then go take it. Kevin?
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Here's Simmons. The shot, no good. And Brooklyn will come the other way. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Irving can't get it to go.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay. And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
And you can see how the team rallies around Griffin in these situations. And their faith is not misplaced. He plays with such heart.
And they double up Simmons. And Harris wide open. He shoots. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists now in this one. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. And here's Irving. Gets a hand on it. And Griffin stays with it. And the Nets lead by 3.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, just great. Whenever Simmons takes over a possession like that, what a killer instinct.
Outside Irving. Harris outside. Back to Irving. 3-pointer. Here's Jordan. A second chance effort. Out to Harris. Passes it to Irving. Off target from 3-point range.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Oh, and here we go with Simmons. Nobody back. Oh, the power on that prudent.
And Simmons, just such a gifted player, someone who is mentally strong in these situations.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. So for the Nets, Durant's checked in for Luwawu. And it's James Harden in for Joe Harris. From deep Harden, Jordan trying to free himself up.
When you're not in rhythm with the 3-ball, why do you keep firing from there?
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Green kicks to Simmons. And so they foul intentionally.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
The first pick in the 2016 NBA draft, Simmons has been a phenomenal addition to our league.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
The shot by Curry misses there. So the 76ers win it. A true, thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. Philadelphia. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Portis in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Philadelphia, they've got Howard. Green is out there with Tobias Harris. And there's Seth Curry. And it's Simmons in at the point. Howard with the steal. Now the 76ers on the break. Curry leading the charge. And slam dunk by Harris.
A precision passer, Curry, also excellent at seeing his guys when they're open.
Holiday, the pass to Portis. He's looking for DiVincenzo and finds him. Giannis kicks to Holiday. Harris against Middleton. They get a hand on it, and stolen by DiVincenzo. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And I tell you, it's ridiculous how much space Antetokounmpo covers in just 2 strides. I mean, the way he handles himself going to the basket, and it is one sight to see.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
And stolen by Portis. On the wing, Giannis. The Bucks working the ball around. Portis, the pass to Giannis. The kick out to Holiday. Well, we all know, Clark, the travel in the NBA is just exhausting. It's just incredible how many miles these teams rack up.
Kevin, I tell you, some of the old-timers would say, hey, they travel in charter planes today and 5-star hotels. They haven't seen anything as far as rough travel. But you're right, it takes a toll. The players are well accustomed to navigating the cadence and rhythm of traveling and still being ready to play.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Down low, Portis. And that'll be 2 free throws. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Got to admire the hard work of Simmons, a genius at drawing contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as he'd like.
You know, there's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year. His percentage has taken a little jump compared to last season.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Tony Bradley's checked in for Howard. Scott comes in for Tobias Harris. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Green. Here's Simmons.
Are you kidding me? And, you know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
Forbes dishes to Lopez. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And we've got a moment now to check out the Eastern Conference standings and see where everyone is sitting as things begin to settle down just a bit through the midway point of the season. Look at Philadelphia. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And, of course, the Bucks, a game and a half out.
And right now for the Bucks, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
All alone. Forbes with the rebound.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
An easy 2 points on the layup.
Nice to see him playing at a high rate of speed there, getting up and down the floor quickly. Early offense for Forbes.
Maxey passes to Milton. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Philadelphia. 55 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The pass to Brantley. Here's Maxey. Shot clock at 5. Brantley kicks to Korkmaz. The 76ers with another miss. Bucks trail by 6. Pass to Forbes. He feeds it to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
Now, here's Maxey. Antetokounmpo defending.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Stolen. Now the 76ers on the break. Here's Thybulle. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
You know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
Here's Forbes. And it's, yeah, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Resourceful.
And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for Philadelphia. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
We've got Mike Scott. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Maxey. Then there's Bradley. And it's Korkmaz in at the small forward position. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. 6 to shoot. Thybulle can't get it to go. The Bucks trail. And Tucker has it in the corner. Lopez outside. Forbes dishes to Lopez. Pass to Connaughton. Lobbed up there for Lopez. And that one's good from Connaughton. Connaughton's got his first 2 points.
And that's why you don't let him get positioned deep in the post.
Exactly. I mean, once he's got the ball in that area, the battle's already lost.
Pass to Bradley. Rebounded by the Bucks.
And trying to come up with a highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it.
And the 76ers making a change here. Harris is checked in. The Bucks also changing it up. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. It doesn't go for him. Here's Korkmaz. And it's Connaughton with the rebound. Bucks have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. DiVincenzo finds Giannis. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
Yeah, and I think they just seem to be a page behind, a step slower out there all game.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Bradley. Green comes in for Korkmaz. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Ben Simmons in for Maxey. And there's the call on Howard. That is his first foul of the game. The Bucks have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Middleton outside. To the middle. Portis, the pass to Middleton. Hits the three-point bomb. And it's a 5-point Bucks lead.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Curry with the 3. Another miss by Philadelphia.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
A shot by Middleton, wide open. No good from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Deflects the pass. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Greg, is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
And that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence that these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
The drive by Simmons. Harris finds Howard. On the wing, Green. Another miss by Philadelphia.
A bit of pride at stake. Trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Middleton, a scorer by nature, that time showing you he can find his teammates too.
The 76ers trail by 10. Simmons looking around to stop the run. Missed inside.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And the amount of space Antetokounmpo covers is really breathtaking. You got to see it to believe it. I mean, he erases shots that you think he has no chance to get to.
Back to Simmons. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Simmons got 10.
And how about finally being able to put an end to that 16-0 run by Milwaukee.
And stolen by Simmons. And then Simmons slams it in.
And, you know, this is why Simmons is an all-star caliber player, guys, because he has the ability to dominate games.
Middleton on the wing. Middleton on the wing. Fires the three. Sinks the triple. Middleton's got 11 points in the quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
Holiday inside the line, and that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Milwaukee. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K, a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They're in better shape now than they were at one point. And that'll do it.
I'm just focused on music. They say my last tape was a classic, but I got some hot I be rocking this
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And Simmons really making a difference here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Portis in at the 5 down low. And stolen by DiVincenzo. A clear look here for Middleton. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Howard kicks to Harris. 76ers moving the ball around. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. Now Simmons. He's got 12.
You know, got to stay down on the pump fake. You've heard me say it multiple times, guys. When Simmons gets you in the air, the rest of it is easy for him.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. That's good from Simmons. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Portis, the pass to Middleton. Back to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
And Middleton just does a little bit of everything out there. A perfect team player.
And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the 76ers. They trail by 14. They host the Kings after this game. That'll be the final game of this 5-game homestand. At the tip. And Howard with the second chance points. Howard's got his first bucket in this one.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
And Portis throws it down.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Outside Curry. Simmons passes to Howard. And the rejection by Giannis. To the paint. DiVincenzo finds Antetokounmpo.
Absolutely awesome to watch Antetokounmpo rise up for these throwdowns. I mean, it's really quite easy for him.
Holiday against Simmons. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Holiday, the pass to Portis. Back to Holiday. He's looking for Portis and finds him. Shoots over Curry. Portis can't get it to go. The 76ers trail by 14. Left side Harris. Latre. Hits it from three-point range. Harris has got 5 now.
Yeah, you know, the three-point range Harris has added to his game makes him that much harder to defend. He always is somebody you've got to be aware of.
Inside. And Holiday kicks to Antetokounmpo. Portis in the post. Guarded by Harris. Clock at 6. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Trying to answer back. But that three is off the mark. Simmons trying to get open. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down now to just 9 on the basket from Curry.
Hey, he's so good at running to the right spot at the right time in transition. Seth Curry, somebody you've got to have an eye on in the open court.
DiVincenzo finds Portis. And the basket is good. Portis has got 6 here in this quarter.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Simmons can't get it to go. Milwaukee leading by 11. Bounce pass, Holiday. Antetokounmpo passes to Portis. Great D that time from Green. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Simmons inside. Antetokounmpo's there. Curry's shot is off.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
The pass to Middleton. Now here's Portis. He's guarded by Howard. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. No good with the wing jumper. The 76ers trail by 11. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Howard can't hit. Milwaukee has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And Holiday throws it down.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
Howard finds Harris. Curry with it. Now Howard. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Just 4 seconds left to play in the third. Outside Holiday. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Milwaukee looking at a 13-point lead. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. The 76ers shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. We've got Matisse Thybulle. Bradley is out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Maxey. And it's Milton in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Great, so many people know your story. Born and raised in Las Vegas, it must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people you know has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball. Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
And it's Thybulle in the corner. No good on the triple.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Bucks leading by 13. Lopez with the ball. Now guarded by Bradley. Lopez kicks to Forbes. Lopez passes to Holiday. Shot clock at 6. The shot's good from Lopez. 6 points for Brook Lopez.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Bucks.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Scott's checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. Chris Middleton's checked in for Bryn Forbes. A good look from Holiday. Knocked loose.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
And Lopez throws it down.
The big 7-footer rumbling into the lane.
The 76ers trail by 16. To the inside, Bradley, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Chris Middleton.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Green, he's checked in for the 76ers. Portis, he's checked in for the Bucks. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Pat Connaughton.
Nice dime drop there from Holiday. Excellent awareness.
Now, here's Milton. He's covered closely.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Bradley. Tobias Harris comes in for Mike Scott. And Simmons subbed in for Maxey. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. And Holiday kicks to Portis. The Bucks working the ball around. Pass to DiVincenzo. It's stolen by Milton. Green passes to Simmons.
You know, you look at Ben Simmons, and the thing that jumps out to me is his all-around game. I mean, it's absolutely terrific. He's a stat sheet stuffer, supreme.
That's good from Simmons.
Taking 2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Holiday with it. Down low, here's Portis, and Portis throws it down.
Man, Holiday puts a lot of pressure on the defense. Often it's with his scoring, but right there, making a play for someone else.
The drive by Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Here's Howard. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo. There's the lob to Portis. And stolen by Howard.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Milwaukee.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And, you know, against a conference opponent who you're going to see 4 times total on the season, a 2-0 advantage is pretty healthy.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in. He was so involved in so many plays tonight. A force on both ends.
The kick out to Holiday. To the paint. It's stolen by Green.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but a fist.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. He dishes it to Holiday. Outside, Antetokounmpo. The three. And so the Bucks take the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor, will likely be the victor.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Clint Capella is out there with Collins, and it's Snell in at the 3 slot. And for the 76ers, Simmons is out there with Curry. Then there's Howard. And it's Green, and it's Harris in at the 4.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
Capella trying to free himself up. Young, no good. Curry dishes to Harris. Outside for Curry. 3-pointer. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
It's a battle boxing Howard out. Too big, too strong.
Now Young. 23 points for him the last game against Oklahoma City. Offensive rebound. Capella hands her the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. First quarter of play, 1 minute played, and he's good on the 3-ball.
Well, nice to see Capella find the open teammate as he continues to develop his ability to create for others.
Here's Simmons. He's coming off a 13-point game against Milwaukee.
And he had 2 blocks also, don't forget. I mean, it tells you what kind of presence he was for him at both ends of the floor.
And the layup is good. Simmons got his second basket of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Here's Snell. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Young, no good. And now the 76ers on the break. Out to Harris. Outside, Simmons. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
Now, here is Young. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game. Collins finds Young. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. In the corner, Collins with it. Back to Young. Drills the three-pointer. Young's got 6 points.
And C-Webb, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, Gio. Great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Tony Bradley's checked in for Howard. Korkmaz comes in for Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Ben Simmons. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Collins. Molinari comes in for Tony Snell. Bogdanovich is checked in for Kevin Huerter. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Young. Philadelphia has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And the first one drops. And Philadelphia making a change here. Poirier's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Oh, he's never rattled at the stripe. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
And Gallinari kicks to Bogdanovich. Passes it to Capella. Gallinari in the corner. At the top of the key, Rondo. Ball stolen. Milton with it and guarded by Capella. And they pick up 2.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Gallinari on the wing. Back to Rondo. It's stolen by Bradley. Here's the break. Here's Milton. Rebounded by Capella. Well, it was the 76ers, their last game, a loss to the Bucks.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
You can't leave empty points at the line. Those are gimmies, no excuses.
Matisse Thybulle checked in for Korkmaz.
Yeah, he's a nice pay raise this summer for Bogdanovich. I mean, wings of his skill level, highly valued in today's game.
And Atlanta has possession after the Sixers pick up 2. And it's Rondo in the corner, outside Bogdanovich. And there's Okongwu. That's good on the assist from Bogdanovich.
Passes like that help develop team chemistry. Bogdanovich, I love the display of unselfishness.
Now, here's Maxey. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other 5 in the league.
And Okongwu has it in the corner. Back to Rondo. Looking for Bogdanovich, and he gets it there. Gallinari outside. Pass to Capella. And Okongwu has it in the corner. 4 on the shot clock. Bogdanovich passes to Gallinari. And the 3 off target. The 76ers leading by 4. Thybulle kicks to Bradley. Good work defensively by Capella.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
From deep, Gallinari. And so the first quarter is in the books. Philadelphia ahead, leading by 4. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. Gallinari is out there with Collins, and it's Young. Then it's Okongwu, and it's Bogdanovich in at the shooting guard position. Here's Poirier. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
I wouldn't want to be the guy who has to keep him off the boards. He is a beast on the offensive glass.
Here's Young. Plays it up and banks it in. Young's got 8 points.
My goodness, what a move there to lose the defender. Got him on his heels, and then he made it look easy from there on in.
Bradley passes to Maxey. And there's the pass to Thibault. Those 3-pointers off the mark. The Hawks trail by 4. Here's Bogdanovich. And foul on the shot. So, folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
There's no surprise Bogdanovich quickly made an impact in the NBA. I mean, just look at the multitude of championships he's won in foreign leagues.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Out to Harris. Here's Simmons. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Howard, the pass to Harris. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Young with no one around. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
He had 2 3-pointers in the opening quarter, and it hasn't been able to connect yet here in the second.
Yep, that one goes.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Gallinari on the wing. Pass to Herter. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Here's Collins. Out to Gallinari. It's Young on the wing. Curry with the steal. Oh, and here we go with Simmons. Nobody back. And it goes down 2 points. Simmons got the lead up to 8 now for the 76ers.
Incredible concentration from Australia. Even when you body Simmons up, he's great at powering through.
To the middle, Howard with the steal. Left side, Curry. Inside. Howard in the post. Gallinari covering. Howard can't hit. The Hawks trail by 8. Here's Herter. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2.
And you know what? Saved what was likely to be a dunk.
The Hawks shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. First free throw is good. And the 76ers with some changes. Korkmaz, he's jacked in for Green. And it's Shake Milton in for Ben Simmons. Then for the Hawks, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Gallinari. Tony Snell comes in for Bogdanovich. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Trae Young. There's 1:54 left in the first half. Korkmaz passes to Howard, and it's Howard finishing it off.
You allow Howard to get in close, he's going to punch that ticket.
Rondo dishes to Snell. In the corner, Collins with it. Outside Rondo. Snell, the pass to Herter. Up top, Capella. The dish to Snell. Back to Collins. Capella, high post. No good on the shot. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Victory eluded them last time in Atlanta when they faced the Hawks.
And really just a bad loss. No other way to put it. I mean, they maybe overlooked some of the bench players because those reserves got loose offensively.
Rondo kicks to Capella. Back to Rondo. They get it again. Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Capella. Curry with it. He's coming off a 10-point game against Milwaukee. There's the call on Kevin Huerter. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the 76ers. Poirier's checked in. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Tobias Harris. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Okongwu's checked in for Collins. With the second effort, passes it to Huerter to the left side wing. Here's Rondo. Atlanta gets it back. Okongwu, the pass to Snell. There's the three. Buries it from three-point range. Huerter's got 5 points in the quarter.
Oh, great feed by Snell. Using that experience he's gained in this league to see the court well.
The 76ers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Good on both. So it's Atlanta now, trailing by 5. And here's Rondo to the wing on the left. Three-pointer, Snell. The shot, no good. He got it up. No good, shot missing. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. 76ers lead by 5. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Everybody, welcome back for our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. They were never able to get the lead above 4. Checking out the 76ers, Kenny, how'd you see it?
Well, you've got to love the work the reserves have done so far for them. The bench comes in, and they've been big. Give it a start.
And that does it for our half.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the 76ers, Curry is out there with Simmons. Then there's Tobias Harris. Then it's Green, and it's Howard in at the center filling out the middle. Now Young, 8 points for him. Over to the wing. And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That's his first foul. At the elbow, Collins. Out to the right wing. Pass to Huerter. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. In the corner, Snell with it. 5 on the clock. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game. But you can see why after that sequence.
Curry passes to Harris. To the inside. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. There's the pass to Huerter. Unloads. They get it back. From deep. Another three for Atlanta.
He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 6. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Collins.
What about the speed and the muscle Simmons has? I mean, he makes defenders nervous, if you ask me. Such a difficult matchup.
Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Simmons finds Harris. Simmons looking around. Bradley trying to break free. And Simmons gets it to go on the assist by Green.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Young. Snell from outside. Rebound by the 76ers. They host the Kings after this game, and that game concludes a 5-game homestand. Curry passes to Simmons. Tries again. Bradley kicks to Simmons. Outside for Curry. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
This is what a point guard should do. Simmons is so adept at noticing when the defense is overcommitted.
Young from outside, and Simmons with the rebound.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter.
Oh, and the agility that Harris possesses is not easy to keep pace with him. I mean, especially in the pick-and-roll situations when he's diving to the front of the rim.
Pass to Bogdanovich. 3-pointers. Snell. Atlanta again missing. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And Atlanta gets called for the foul.
Awesome at cutting inside. The quick feet of Simmons are hard to keep up with on the drive.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Poirier's checked in. Korkmaz comes in for Tobias Harris. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Curry. And Maxey subbed in for Green. Then for the Hawks, Okongwu comes in for John Collins. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Tony Snell. Rondo passes to Young. Atlanta again missing.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
No, doing anything they can to stop the bleeding, but so far they've had no answers.
Outside, Simmons. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Okongwu, and nothing is falling for him right now. Philadelphia leading by 15. Pass to Maxey. 3-pointer on the way. He can't get it to go. Here's Rondo. And here's Young from the arc. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be right back after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. They've got Clint Capella, Okongwu is out there with Gallinari. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Herter in a shooting guard. Rondo's shot is good.
Well, a guy that simply brings toughness to the hardwood. Rondo, he isn't bothered by a little contact.
And here's Maxey. Pass to Milton. Now here's Howard. Taken away. Here's Herter. Gallinari right side. Left side Rondo. On target from 13 feet.
Well, Rondo's jumper can really unlock other parts of his game. The defense better be careful there.
Philadelphia leading by 14. Maxey passes to Milton. The feed to Howard. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on Nate McMillan talking to his team. He got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we've put ourselves in this hole, and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
Capella. Three-pointer. Snell. Hangs in the air, and it's sent back by Howard.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And the pass to Maxey. Here's Korkmaz. 6 to shoot. Hilton the pass to Thibault. Over Rondo. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Tells you a little something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his struggles tonight.
And he makes good on the layup. 8 points for Rajon Rondo.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Now, here's Maxey. Defense right on him, and that one drops.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah, horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Rondo with it, and it's Howard picking him up, and stolen by Howard. To the middle. Here's Korkmaz. Howard, the pass to Maxey. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Howard's got 3 assists in the game. Down low. And the turnover again by Atlanta. Some changes for Philadelphia. Harris is checked in for Korkmaz. Green comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And Curry subbed in for Maxey. Collins checked in for Atlanta. Young comes in for Rajon Rondo. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile one block.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Curry wide open. They get the rebound. Howard finds Harris. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Another shot. That shot no good. Good work defensively by Capella.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive it can definitely be considered a statement win for the 76ers.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still 2 more to go in the season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Dwight Howard.
He had a hand in just about everything they did tonight. I mean, he just didn't take a single possession off on either end. He was the complete package.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Bradley's checked in for Howard. Mike Scott comes in for Danny Green. And Terrence Ferguson subbed in for Shake Milton. They get it back. It's good.
A workhorse on the glass. Capella ready to pounce on misses as soon as the shot goes up.
There's 21 seconds left in the game. And so the 76ers can now just hold on to the ball. Here's Ferguson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting.
And he makes the first.
Taking 2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Capella. Here's Fernando. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. Even early on in this one, it seemed like The Brooklyn Nets coming into the building and looking sharp, and they hope. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got DeAndre Jordan. Brown out there with Harden. And it's Durant. And it's Harris in at the 3. And for the 76ers, Simmons is out there with Seth Curry. Then there's Howard. Then it's Green. And it's Harris in at the power forward. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Greg, in terms of personnel, not exactly the matchups we were expecting to see tonight.
You know, Kev, with all the injuries and some guys now having to step into unfamiliar roles, In some ways, that makes tonight all the more intriguing to see which guys are going to step up and deliver.
That one good for 2.
This is a comfort zone for Dwight Howard. The closer he is to the hoop, the more effective he becomes.
Harden the pass to Brown. He feeds it to Jordan. No good on the shot. Good D by Howard. And it's Harris with the ball for Philadelphia. Last time they met was right here, and they came out with the win.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
I think there was no question they brought a level of physicality along with a tremendous work ethic, and it was why they were successful.
Brown outside. Clock at 6. To the paint. Here's Jordan. Over Howard. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Curry. The shot missing. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this. It looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Boy, nice job by Joe Harris to sprint the floor and finish. That is beautiful.
Simmons passes to Curry. Back to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. And Simmons kicks to Green. Harris looking it over. It's tipped and stolen by Jordan. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Here's Harden. Wants to get it to Brown and does. Nets passing it around, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons. These are the top distributors of the basketball for the last 10 games as shown on the 2K leaderboard. James Harden, number 1.
And those games have seen him dropping more dimes than you might have thought possible.
Left side, Harris. All sorts of time. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter. He can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Kept alive. Out to Harris. Takes a 3. Rebounded by Howard.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And slam dunk by Harris.
When you think of Seth Curry, you're thinking shooting. But there, what a pretty pass to find the open man.
Harden dishes to Harris. Harris missing again.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Can't hit from in close.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
On the wing, Harris. Jordan the pass to Harris. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Harris has got 5.
You simply must guard Joe Harris when he's beyond that three-point territory. He will knock down shots if you don't contest.
And Simmons kicks to Curry. Howard finds Curry. Back to Howard. Got a piece of it. Durant with the steal. It's 2-on-1. A shot by Harden. Wide open. And that won't go. Missing the go-ahead bucket.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And even though, you're thinking maybe we don't need the
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Philadelphia ahead. They lead by 1. Let's take a quick break.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal, of course.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big game.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Nets. Landry Shamet is out there with Irving, and it's Green. Then there's Griffin, and it's Luwawu in at the 3 slot. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Milton, and he drops it in from the low post.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Outside Griffin. There's the dish to Irving. Pass to Shamet. Wide open look. Rebound by the 76ers.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Brooklyn shooting their first free throw of the game.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Philadelphia. And a change for the Nets. Claxton's checked in.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. Ben Simmons, a player 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys. There are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great play. Passes it to Shamet. And a wide open look for Irving. Drains the three-pointer. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, this is the beauty of Kyrie Irving. You think of him as a creator, but this guy in a catch and shoot just as lethal.
Here's Maxey. No good. Shot missing. Some solid defense there from Irving. And stolen by Thybulle. Now here's Bradley, the fast break opportunity. And it's Irving with the rebound. The Nets have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And now it's Bradley running. He can go all the way. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
Irving passes to Claxton. Poked away and stolen by Thybulle. And now Philadelphia on the break. Here's Korkmaz, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And the 76ers with some changes. Howard's checked in for Bradley. Harris comes in for Scott, and Simmons subbed in for Maxey.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Harden the pass to Harris. Back to Harden. Jordan against Howard. Durant just inside the line. Gets an open look and hits.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Simmons feeling it out a bit. Korkmaz kicks to Thybulle. Howard the pass to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
They are still commanding a lot of defensive attention. Howard just keeps his head up and finds the open man.
Over in the corner, Brown. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Durant finds Brown. Trying to find Harden, and he's got it now. Jordan. And here's Harris from the arc. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Howard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Bible on the wing. Off target from 3-point range. Nets trail by 4. The kick out to Brown. And here's Harden for 3 in the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from 3-point range.
Simmons dishes to Howard. Pass to Korkmaz. They grab their own miss.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Here is Harden. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Magic in Orlando.
Boy, the defense had tons of difficulty covering him. They kept putting him at the line, and he burned them.
It's tipped. Here's KD. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. The deepest hole they got themselves into in the opening. That's all for now.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Harris is out there with Howard. Then it's Green. Then it's Curry. And it's Simmons in at the 1. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Brooklyn. It's a 3-point game. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Down low, here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
If you don't do your work early and push DeAndre Jordan a little bit out of his comfort range, look out.
And the foul on Joe Harris. That is his first foul of the game. KD against Simmons. And the shot goes in. Simmons got 8.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Harden the pass to Harris. KD on the wing. Brown wide open. He fires. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. The 76ers leading by 3. Murray finds Harris. It's hauled in by Brown.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
And I love seeing Harden get room to shoot from that mid-range position, an effective scorer in that area.
Curry looking around. Lays it up off the glass. He's got 7.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Back to Harden for the tie. Rebound by the 76ers. Harris has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Curry passes to Howard. And the shot goes in.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Bradley's checked in for Tobias Harris. Shake Milton comes in for Seth Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Simmons. Outside, Green. The pass to Shamet. Irving against Howard. And it's Irving missing. The 76ers leading by 6. Here's Green, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, he's got length and size. Danny Green is very comfortable operating near the cup.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Outside Irving. Shot to stop the run. Nailed from three-point land. Irving's got 7 points in the game.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Pass to Milton. Launches a three. The shot, no good. And Brooklyn will come the other way. He lobs it up. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. All going up court. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, what a nice pass by Dwight Howard there. On time and on target.
Nets trail by 7. Outside Irving. Passes it to Luau. Misses the three. Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Maxey. Bradley finds Green. Some solid defense there from Irving. Nets have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. And it's blocked by Bradley. It's deflected. Here's Milton. That one misses. Good D by Irving. Shamet with it, working on Howard. Irving for three. Good on the three-point shot. Irving's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And here's Maxey. He kicks to Bradley. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his second foul of the game. And some changes here for the 76ers. Scott comes in for Dwight Howard. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Danny Green. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. 6 to shoot. The 76ers need to get off a shot. The kick out to Scott. A second chance effort with 1 on the clock. Bradley can't get it to go.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
Here's Simmons. Makes it off the glass. Simmons got 4 points now in the quarter.
And really, Simmons is nearly impossible to contain when he's sprinting to the hoop. An athletic behemoth who causes defenders fits.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. 76ers on top, leading by 4. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented, as always, by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then there's Brown. Then it's Harden. And it's Jordan in at the 5. And Durant sends it back.
Boy, the long arms of Kevin Durant twice on the pipes.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Harris is checked in for the 76ers.
Kevin Durant is an absolute nightmare for defenses. And if you're the opposing coach and he starts to take over, you've got to be thinking, what am I going to do with this guy?
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys. Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Inside, Korkmaz. Jordan with the rebound. Nets trail by 3. Kicks it out to Harden. And again, it's the Nets missing.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
Now, Thibault. Curry passes to Korkmaz. Out to Harris. Here's the 3. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Durant, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
Well, against aggressive defense, but Kevin Durant so good at keeping his balance even amidst getting knocked around.
Harris outside. Back to Simmons. Here's Korkmaz, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Shooting for Philadelphia.
And the first one drops. Green, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And he makes both free throws. Harden with it. Out to Harris. Back to Harden. The Nets working the ball around now. Durant, the pass to Jordan. And Harden now, top of the key. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Count it. Good. 6 points for Jordan.
When you think that this guy was so raw and so skinny coming into the league, now DeAndre Jordan brushing off these challenges with ease.
Simmons finds Curry. Here's Korkmaz. Back to Curry. And it's blocked by Jordan.
Well, DJ, twice on the pipes. No, sir. Get it out of here.
Oh, what a dunk!
Look out below. Big moments. This is who Kevin Durant is. He delivers when the game is in the balance.
Now here's Simmons. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jordan's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Man, he is working them over on the inside. I'll tell you this. Kevin Durant every year gets more comfortable with the physicality of defenders. Incredible.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, just great. Whenever Simmons takes over a possession like that, what a killer instinct.
Harris against Harden. Pops it up for Jordan. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
DJ with the fearless opportunity, boy. What a shot.
Outside, Simmons. Feeds it to Green. Durant with the steal. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers making a change here. Howard's checked in. Timeout called. The Nets. They're up by 3. 1:02 left in the 4th quarter. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, James Harden.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finish it strong.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brooklyn's head coach said to the team. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game.
The 76ers again can't hit it. It's the Nets now. KD on the wing. Shoots the three. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Durant. Harden's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nets. Shot and game clock separated by 5. They need this. Rebounded by the Nets. Well, this one is winding down now. Brooklyn can watch the clock run out. It's Durant on the wing. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. In the corner, Simmons.